禮拜日喺地鐵站，啲地鐵站啦，或者喺地鐵車廂入邊最後一格，如果你喺嗰度咧，就見到通常咧都會有好多人咧着住全套嘅單車服啦，或者揦住個單車準備去搭緊架去踩單車。咁當然啦，我相信佢哋係一班即係可能會見到一啲特徵嘅就係佢哋可能通常都係30歲過後啊，揸架好貴嘅單車啊，就 full gear 全套好鋪嘅服飾喺度咁樣。咁但係咧今日咧我哋就請咗2位嘉賓啦，咁就一個嚟自倫敦嗰邊，一個咧就嚟自香港嘅天水圍嗰邊。咁佢哋咧都係用同一樣嘢，就係用呢個單車作為一個出發點。但係咧佢哋面對嘅社群咧就唔係呢班可能30歲過外一班即係中產中意玩單車嘅一班成年人，而係一班嘅後生仔，一班細路仔。咁兩個地點唔同，地方亦都唔同，可能各自嘅喺個社區因素入邊亦都好多唔同嘅分別。咁究竟跟住佢哋可以點樣去run 一個即係佢哋呢一個嘅社企咧？咁亦都會有帶嚟啲乜嘢俾啲改變佢班青少年咧？咁就我哋首先好歡迎就首先巴士拉嘅 Timothy 啦，今日嚟到呢度，同埋 Fireworks 嘅 Dave Miller。So Dave, you will give us a sharing first. So welcome, Dave.
Thank you. It's very good to be back in Hong Kong again. My second time here. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, what's motivated me to start Bikeworks up, which is a social enterprise based in London, and particularly about our focus on working with disadvantaged young people and how we try to turn their lives around using bicycles. And then I'll also talk a bit about our business model, what made it successful, what works so well. So, this was kind of, I suppose this is my inspiration. So, I don't know if many of you have been to London, but if you go to London, you see a lot of this around. And it's, I always think it's a bit like it's like a carcass of a dead animal on the savannah that a tiger's eaten, there's nothing left. And you come back and eventually there'll be nothing left at all. The vultures there just pick away at it. And basically, London has a massive problem with bike crime. Bikes get stolen all the time. And this happened to me several times. I think after about the 3rd time it happened to me, I was getting really fed up and I was going, okay, I'm not going to buy another, I don't want to go buy another expensive bicycle because this is ridiculous. So I was looking around, I thought, where can I buy? I wanted to buy a used bicycle, something that didn't look too flash, that was less likely to get stolen. And there wasn't anywhere to go. There wasn't anywhere you could buy, apart from some markets where the thieves were selling stolen bikes back to the people who had their bikes stolen, and thus kind of creating a quite nasty cycle of trade. So my passion was always kind of motivated me in my work in social enterprise and beyond really as people, and particularly people who, for whatever reason, not had the opportunities in life that I think they deserve. This young lad me is typical of one of the young people that we work with. We work with young people who come from very disadvantaged backgrounds, often have been involved in gang crime, some of them have already been in prison, sometimes living life on the streets, sometimes homeless. And this chap also had one of the interesting things about him was that he was a very prolific bike thief. He'd probably stolen hundreds of bikes in his life and been arrested several times for it. But what we were able to discover was that actually he was really interested in cycling. And so there was an opportunity there for us to do something a bit more positive with his life. So this is a bit low. And this is the third part of the equation. So we've got stolen bicycles, we've got young people, and then we have our friends in the police. And the reason we refer to this is because one of the things the police have in London is they have a lot of stolen bicycles. All these bicycles very rarely get given back to their rightful owners. Probably only about 1,000 a year out of something like 100,000 bikes actually get back to their owners. So the police have lots and lots of these bikes, which they don't really know what to do with. And they also have lots of young people and others who are being arrested for stealing bikes. So the two kind of key ingredients that we needed to put together was available from the police. So just a few facts there. Yeah, we think about probably about 100,000 bikes stolen every year, a really thriving stolen bike market. So putting these things together, I said, why don't we bring our young people together, get them to fix up some bikes, and then we have a place where people can come and buy a recycled bike from that isn't stolen, or even if it was stolen at some point in life, it's been turned into a better purpose. And I thought there's going to be a market for it, because there's a market for someone like me who's fed up with having my bike stolen and wants to buy a second-hand bike. Talking about social exclusion today, we have a massive problem with social exclusion of young people in the UK. Huge percentage of young people are out of work, they're not in. We have this lovely expression we say in England, we call people NEETs, which means not in education, employment or training. It's a horrible word. But really it's about the issue with being young people who are being abandoned and not getting any opportunities. And if people don't engage with something positively at the right age, they're not likely to progress and we want to be successful in life. We also, another thing we should be really proud of in the UK, so we put more young people in prison than anywhere else in Europe. A fantastic statistic. So huge kind of damage to the UK economy and more importantly to those young people's lives themselves. So we started Bikeworks and we thought, and the beginning point with this was, how can we work with young people to support them into employment, and specifically within the cycling industry. And at the same time, how can we get those young people to work with all these abandoned bicycles that we have, give them another life, stop these bicycles being dumped into waste and not reused at all, because they're too small to get into the waste streams. They don't often get picked up properly by municipal recycling services. So that was our beginning point. Excuse me. And if it works, we have a short film which will just tell you a little bit about we call it Cycling to Work, our employability program. Let's see if it will work. Okay, yeah, try that one. Okay. Yeah.
I want you to get the front wheel off and replace it.
We train people in bike mechanics here.
Make it as big as the pocket that you right, then allow you to find it. Now market it.
The client group at the moment mostly comes from crisis for homeless charities. These guys and girls who are very recently homeless, and we give them a trade.
I'm John Taylor. I live in the East End of London. I was actually homeless for a while and was talking to someone about finding out about what courses I could go on. The lady had brought in details for the course in Bikeworks. It's a mechanics course which is a SciTech level 1 2 mechanics, and also in that 3 months as well was a cycling instructor course. The qualification will give you the kind of pass to work in any bike shop.
This is a 13-week course in the first couple of weeks.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do the assessment. It's your first assessment.
I mean, my neighbour Bertie now, there's one course like this. I'm really lucky. I enjoy being around bicycles. I love being around bicycles. So I thought, why not learn more? And it sounds like a qualification as well. And hope that everybody's kept on full-time employment.
We've had several clients go off to get jobs in bike shops, to working through cycle training, to be doing maintenance, as well as being involved in Bikeworks itself.
I came along here and I'd always said when I'd come along here that I wish I could work here. That's what I really wanted to do, was wish I could work here. And just fortunately, when the course came to an end, they offered me a job, which was, like, for me, that's a dream come true.
What I've seen is an enormous personal growth in the client group.
I actually didn't really think much of myself, low self-esteem when I first started. Coming to do this course here and actually get offered a job as well, it's giving me back my confidence again. I went through a slight period of depression and that with not working and being homeless, and to come and have such a great teacher and the people here treating you actually like a human being meant the world to me. Also, it goes up the gears, okay, but when coming down, it just jumps from the large one to the small one. It's missing the middle one. I don't feel depressed or down anymore. I feel happy when I wake up in the morning, when I go to bed at night, that I'll come in and actually be doing a job I enjoy. Ultimately, Bikeworks just gave me my life back, honestly. That's what they've done, they gave me my life back.
This is Bikeworks training centre. I want you to get the...
Okay. Right. Good to work. Yeah, that's a slightly old film, but I think it kind of it does really show really well how the program works. I think social enterprise works really well as a bridge between a bit of training and full employment, and that's what we try to do at Bikeworks. We try to put a supportive learning environment, but it's really based in work. So our trainees are expected to be at work at the same time as everybody else. They're part of the team from day one. They're not beneficiaries sitting in a corner being helped. They're helping themselves by learning skills and working in the workplace. The other thing that's really important, I think, is that it's an opportunity for somebody to get skills where they can get employment and actually earn money quite quickly. You know, when you're somebody who's wanting to turn their life around and being in quite a difficult spot, perhaps hasn't worked for a few years, you want to be able to progress quite quickly, and you know, you need, when your motivation is there. And you can learn to become a cycle mechanic and get skilled enough to get a job within a few months, which is really important. But it still offers people an aspirational industry that they can go on and progress further to run their own store or open their own kind of cycle business as well. The other thing that we do, which again I think is equally as important, is that, you know, it's not just about skills and trade. It's really about shifting people's mindsets. And I kind of like to see it in a sort of in a nice possible way, a kind of really positive brainwashing experience where, you know, we get our young people to really kind of shift their mindset and feel confident and believe in themselves and their ability to go out and be successful in the world. So we do a lot of that work alongside the work that people do and the training within the workplace. And lastly, when we started this up, we were in the middle of a recession in the UK, and you know, we're in Bikeworks, and cycling is a real growth industry in the UK, so there are job opportunities, which is obviously really important. Just a few outcomes. I think this is in the last 3 years, probably a bit higher than this by now, but we've probably refurbished and recycled about 7,500 bicycles, being given a new life. About 460 or 500 disadvantaged people have built their own bike. And a lot of these have graduated from cycling to work, and we've got a very high success rate of people going to jobs and retaining those jobs. So that's a little about the progression that we do. We run an outreach program, which is our first stage program, where we work with other charities, youth projects, to find and recruit the young people who are potentially going to be good apprentices and trainees at Bikeworks. We run short courses where people can learn how to fix a bike, get a bike of their own, and then recruit to join the full development program on at Bikeworks, and they move on into employment. I covered this a bit earlier, I think, with the story of Amir, but you know, typically most of our trainees come from very disadvantaged backgrounds, a lot of crime. But the important thing that for us is that they've got to have it's finding an interest, and for us, the cycling is the hook. So again, this is what Damien, who one of our staff who was also involved in stealing bikes, but he's a very passionate BMXer, and that was what got us into put him into Bikeworks and made him successful. The kind of cost of somebody being long-term unemployed to themselves and to the state is a huge sum, estimated at over £500,000, which is just an incredible figure. You know, if these young people are not engaged at the right point in their life and go on to remain workless for the rest of their lives, they're not going to progress, and they're going to cost the state a lot of money. For us, we can get people into work and it costs about £3,000 per head, which is very good value. What we tried to develop in the last few years really is to look at how we develop the synergy between our social mission and our commercial mission as a business. And what we figured out was actually what we're really, really good at is the teaching of cycle mechanics and teaching people to be really good cycle mechanics. So what we've done is develop alongside our employability program Cycling to Work is a really viable commercial proposition for business. So the companies that we work with will take on our trainees, employ them in their business, but they will also contract with Bikeworks to provide training for their staff in cycle maintenance skills, giving us a really valuable income to the business and making sure that the relationship with those businesses is not just about a charitable ask, it's about much more than that, it's about a viable business solution with a social mission to it. We work with three of the probably largest kind of employers in the cycle trade in London. If anyone's been to London, they'll see Barclays Cycle Hire Scheme, same as the Vélib in Paris or in New York. They have a scheme now, and cities around the world are opening up their own bike hire schemes. And we supply the majority of staff and training to the bike hire scheme in London. Halfords and Evans Cycles are also two of the other largest retailers in the UK. And as I say, it's really about how we can drive social value further into business. For us, in terms of how we grow and how we develop business, it's not, our mission was never to, let's say, open 20 bike stores, but rather how can we maximise our social impact by working with business and getting them to recruit our trainees into the business, but also looking at how we can influence and shape practice, best practice in terms of social environmental practice within the companies that we work with. So we have a thing in the UK, for example, called 0 hours contracts. I don't know if this exists here, where a lot of people are employed on a contract for no hours. They may have no hours of work in the week, one work, they get 20 hours, next week they get nothing, which is a very bad situation for people to work in. We managed to persuade two of the major retailers that we were to abandon their 0 hours contracts and to introduce a minimum of 20-hour contracts for their cycle mechanics, which made a massive difference to the people who were working in those positions and got business to see the value in employing those people on a more sustainable basis. Just a little bit on the sort of business side of things. Sorry, this mic is a bit short for me. So company profile, we started up in 2008. The kind of key thing for me at the beginning was there had to be the commercial and the social impact opportunity was there. So there was a market opportunity, which was cycling was growing significantly in the city. You could see it starting to take off. There was definitely business opportunity there. But more importantly, there was a huge opportunity to achieve social impact, whether that's through supporting our disadvantaged people into work, through the bicycles we've recycled and given a new life, or through our other projects in helping people with disabilities to access cycling, people with health problems, and the elderly, and more. We've grown up to now the turnover of the company is about nearly a couple of million pounds sterling. The vast majority of that is in revenues. And from a business perspective, there's kind of three core business areas. So the first one is our training business, and that's training to the cycle trade and the public sector. We deliver what's called apprenticeships, which is the funding model which underpins our Cycling to Work programme. We deliver accredited training through the City and Guilds programme. And as I mentioned before, we provide commercial training contracts to the Cycle Hire Scheme in London. We provide training contracts to several London boroughs as well. That's a core part of our business stream. We have a number of stores. We have about 4 stores in London. And we were talking earlier about social inclusion and in terms of training within your own community. And at Bikeworks, our model was we were not serving the lycra-clad, highly specialised cyclists that you mentioned earlier, Ian. That for us, it was about how can we engage people, perhaps the person who was a non-cyclist before, the person who's never ridden a bike before, the person who can't ride a bike because they're disabled. So in our stores, you can get access to all of these things. You can learn how to ride a bike for the first time. You can come and join a cycling group for anybody, for your age group.
You can get a referral from your GP if you've got a health problem to do cycling. You can access a whole range of specialist equipment that we have and support to join one of our disability cycling clubs. Or you can come in and fix your own bike and do a course or build a bike for your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever you want to do. And it's trying to build this model which is kind of part bike shop, part kind of community centre. And I think it's really important. It's about trading within your community, trading with people who you might see as your beneficiaries, and actually they can be your customers too. And the third kind of part of our business is around corporate services. We provide on-site cycling support to large companies, where we run a kind of sort of mini bike support service on site at large companies like PricewaterhouseCoopers and Deloitte. Again, offering the same range of services, repairs, lessons, training rides and more. The evolution of our business in 2008, when we were just getting going, around the time the financial crisis happened, we were largely focused on working within the public sector, particularly kind of at a local government level. And what happened was when the financial crisis happened in Europe, and the UK, we knew that was going to impact significantly on what was going to be available in the public sector funding, and it forced us to look at how we could evolve that business model to be more sustainable and to diversify it. So what we did was we invested in, as we talked a little bit about earlier, the commercial aspect of our training business, how we could sell that into the cycle trade, and also how we could develop our retail and consumer business into something professional and viable, that's going to kind of stand up in its own right. And now the business model has we have a much stronger kind of variety-based income stream to support the organisation going forward. And that sort of journey going through to being professional, I think, is a really, really important one. And I remember a few years ago being in one of our stores, and a customer came in and said to me, they were making a complaint about some issue, and they said, I know you're a social enterprise, but as you'd expect, the quality shouldn't be there. And that's absolutely not the message that we need to be getting across. So we work really, really hard to get the quality up, to make the place look great, feel great, the quality of delivery, and to be a professional business. A few lessons from the early days. When you're starting out, it's brilliant, you enjoy it, it's a lot of fun, you can do what you want, try things. I think it's really key to try lots of things, but I think it's also important to be careful not to do too much. And we made a few mistakes by going perhaps a bit too far down the road with some activities before we realised that we were doing, perhaps too many things really for one organisation. So test things out, try them, but try them in a kind of beta format where you can learn, reflect, and then progress on again. But everybody thinks it's tough starting out. It can be tough starting out, but once you get a little bit of success, people really get behind you, and everybody wants to get on the bandwagon with something new, and new becomes a strength. And then suddenly, the doors, people are knocking on your door, asking you what you do, can we come to you, and what have you got to offer? We went through a lot of challenges around how you grow, how you put in the systems that are required to deliver a business that's going to start to scale. And it's really about getting the right people in, the right people who can support the professionalisation of the business as it progresses, and also at the same time how you establish the right processes so that you can understand properly the financial aspects of different parts of your business, the profitability, the impact, the measurement of your social and environmental impact, and that key data coming through to the management team to ensure that you're meeting your objectives. And achieving your core goal, which for me has to be a strong profit-making business. And that's it from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave。跟住就到阿 Timothy 啦，咁就我哋由倫敦嗰邊就翻過嚟香港，咁就仲係香港嘅一個地方就係天水圍啦，咁阿 Timothy 都可以介紹下天水圍呢個地方啦，非常之。咁好，我哋而家將時間交俾 Timothy。
好，大家好啊！有冇人聽過我哋社企個名嘅 ？Iceland 有嘢請舉手啦！哇！即係唔計而家聽過一次啦，即係之前大家都聽過。 我想問啊，咁啊大家有興趣嚟聽咧，就想知咩叫社會共融啦。咁啊點解兩個轆會產生一啲嘅化學效應啦？咁啊一個單車最重要係啲咩配件啊？輪即係車轆啦。除咗車轆之外咧，有人個架都唔係。嗰條鏈啊，我哋叫制動係咪？係啊，呢個好緊要。就算你有個車架啦，有兩個轆咧，都係唔能夠將架車喐嘅。咁我送呢一個單車嘅襟章咧，送俾呢位嘅參加者啦。中國人好中意送禮物，所以我嘅開場白就送咗架單車出去。係啊，當你有兩個轆，有一架單車架，就算有埋個座位，但係冇咗個制動，將個齒輪嗰條鏈咧，呢架單車都喐唔到嘅。好啦，咁既然要令到架單車喐咧，咁不如我哋今日咧同我一齊咧去睇一睇咧，我哋東華三院 BikeLife 單車生態旅遊社會企業嘅故事啦。咁我哋間社企好特別嘅，咁啊係一間咧讓青年透過單車踩出佢人生新路線。咁啊呢一個就係我哋一個成長嘅故事啦。More than bike, more than tour。呢度咧由1分鐘嘅片咧介紹俾大家睇睇。咁我哋咧係2008年開始成立，咁啊到今年咧啱啱足6歲啦。咁啊呢過5、6年嚟咧，我哋真係用住單車咧，透過月刊咧去經營呢間社企。咁啊BikeLife嘅主角咧就唔係一班社工，咁啊亦都唔係架單車，係一班年青人。咁係嚟自我哋元朗區一班3低嘅青年。咁啊透過職前嘅培訓6個月，咁啊包括實習，咁啊以導賞員身份咧帶大家咧去以單車去享受綠色旅遊。你見我哋咧成個中文名入邊咧有個英文字嘅，係啊，就算我哋有中文名咧，BikeLife咧係譯唔到嘅。咁啊BikeLife好多時候都俾人哋讀錯啦。咁但係咧BikeLife入邊咧由3個英文字去組成，第一 bicycle， 第二自己擺，第三 life。我哋寓意咧青年咧可以透過呢個單車去踩出佢人生新嘅路線。好啦，咁啊經營一間社企，當我哋去諗青少年問題嘅時候，點解用2個轆唔用其他方法咧？當我哋去睇嘅時候，其實社企係一個社會創新嘅一個平台，甚至一個工具。咁我哋咧就選擇用單車將社企同埋咧年青人咧去包裝，去創造就業。我諗咧香港嘅朋友會比較熟悉元朗啦，同埋天水圍啦。咁啊由而家嚟講咧，就香港最後生嘅社區咧就係元朗區。咁啊俾大家認識下元朗區啦。咁啊元朗區咧就唔係最窮嘅社區。咁啊以2013年嘅報告咧，政府統計處報告咧，佢係排倒數第6位。咁啊如果住喺元朗區啦，平均嘅入息中位數咧就23,000蚊，而全港嘅中位數係22,400。咁啊，其實接近有成67% 嘅人咧係佢哋嘅入息咧係接近或者低過呢個嘅中位數嘅。另外有啲元朗嘅數據同大家分享㗎喎。 原來呢一區咧係最多年青人聚集聚居嘅地方，特別係15至24歲。咁啊，全港咧平均咧就12.1%，咁但係元朗區咧就有14.8%。咁亦都係全香港最少老人家聚居嘅地方。全港平均數係13.5，但係咧元朗區咧只不過係9.4。好啦，到肉啲啦，就業啦。喺元朗區咧就有86,700個年青人，咁佢哋係15至24歲聚居嘅。咁咧喺入邊咧有10%，啱啱好咧10%咧就係失業嘅。咁簡單嚟講咧，10個元朗年青人就有1個咧就係失業。應該咁講啦，當我哋喺2006年，特別我哋一班青少年中心嘅同事落到區嘅時候，睇到一個情景。當我哋去諗究竟我哋點樣去處理呢一個社區入邊特別青少年就業問題，甚至佢哋競爭力問題嘅時候咧，我哋去落區去行，去思考，甚至去度橋嘅時候咧，我哋見一個幕就係、點解年青人呢一區咁多年青嘅學生仔學生女用單車去送外賣咧？當我哋去了解嘅時候，呢一幕令到我哋去諗原來年青人選擇用單車去做一個兼職，去揾佢哋自己嘅使費。佢都好奇怪喎，佢唔去做叫大連鎖嘅快餐店啦。點解咧？第一樣嘢就係佢會撞到自己熟人，佢唔係好想。第二，佢可以攞自己嘅單車去揾食，呢樣嘢佢覺得係值，就可以自己更新。第二個情景，大家有去過元朗喎，香港人。第二個情景咧，就係元朗一個好多生態景點嘅地方，有米埔，有濕地公園。有最 hit 嘅南生圍我哋就諗啦，呢一區咁多借嘢嘅時候，咁同年青人識踩單車有冇得結連咧？咁啱呢一區咧，亦都有單車徑，不過同新界東唔同，新界東就一條直路，佢係幾個 circle， 即係幾個圓圈。咁我哋就諗啦，單車生態仲有冇嘢可以串連咧？大家都食過老婆餅啦，食過老公餅啦，都食過盆菜啦，原來元朗咧係一個好特別嘅地方，係我哋本地一個旅遊嘅市場。咁除咗美食，就係可以去好多購物。我哋就將呢樣嘢去諗啦，可唔可以將單車、人同埋本身社區嘅資源結合，去處理或者回應青少年就業嘅問題咧？當我哋經過2年嘅真係去電光火石啦，去摩擦，去將啲唔同嘅點子去碰撞之後咧，我哋用咗一個扶貧嘅模式，叫做資產為本模式。我哋見得到咧，喺元朗呢個區咧，有好多人力資本，特別好多年青人，佢有好多潛能可以繼續去發揮。而我哋本身嘅機構東華三院亦都有一班叫做專業嘅團隊啦，亦都有企業嘅義工。另外一樣嘢就係、當我哋去睇，當我哋回應呢個社會嘅時候，呢個社區入邊有啲咩社會資本，我哋可以用得到，唔使額外添加嘅。第一，本身有嘅自然環境啦；第二，有單車徑。好啦，2個碌到咯喎，咁爭條鏈啦。做得企業，咁梗係要錢啦。咁啱去到金融資本嘅時候咧，嗰刻我哋見得到民政處有一個嘅種子基金，就係伙伴搶自強呢個嘅計劃種子基金，可以幫到 NGO 去成立社企。有錢咪大晒㗎嘛？當你要做旅遊嘅時候，你又要去同唔同嘅商戶去叫做結識嘅時候，我哋喺地區度亦都好好，有一班嘅商戶成為我哋一個支援嘅網絡，讓到呢3個嘅資本咧可以湊合。當我哋08年8月13號咧，我哋本住拜西嘅使命，即營運生態旅遊，創造青年就業同埋展能機會。我哋經過2年嘅籌備，攞到政府嘅資助之後，我哋主要服務對象就係嚟自元朗區16至29歲低收入、低學歷、低技術嘅青年。亦都因為咁咧，我哋足有6年嘅時間咧，喺呢個區去服務我哋呢班最主要嘅青年人。我哋希望拜西係一個平台，俾佢哋去成長。好多人咧成日都話咧，我哋拜西咧係主要做嘅係單車生態旅遊，其實係錯嘅。唔好意思啊，冇單車將可以送俾大家。我開戶，我哋嘅主業咧係做青年就業嘅服務，係培訓導賞員。 咁啊俾大家知道啦，原來經過我哋嘅培訓嘅導賞員咧，佢真係過五關斬六將，佢完成6個月嘅訓練同埋實習啦，要認識單車生態文化，甚至團隊合作，點樣做導賞。當佢成為我哋導賞員咧，我哋有2個嘅級別，咁啊有導賞員，亦都有資深嘅導賞員。而資深導賞員咧，係我哋視為未來接班人，即係去營運呢間社企嘅最重要嘅，我哋叫做係未來嘅領袖。咁啊，佢會參加我哋嘅管理會議啦。另外，我哋嘅整個團隊咧，每月都有聚會同埋有持續嘅進修，讓到呢班導賞員咧繼續去學習成長。咁啊，頭先啊 Dave 都有講啦，即係人客幫襯社企咧，佢都覺得你自己咧提供嘅服務產品咧，都係要好超長啊，即係超越長遠。即係你點樣超越仲要長遠咧？就因為佢覺得我俾咗錢，我係想要係一個好嘅服務，甚至專業嘅服務。所以我哋班西咧，當我哋去定位去經營嘅時候，第一，我哋做單車生態旅遊咧，好專去做一樣嘢就係會租地鋪，有自己嘅車隊，有自己嘅維修工具，去提升甚至係保持我哋旅團安全質素。其實同台灣玩單車旅遊好接近。第二，我哋去提出一樣嘢就係、當你選用班西嘅服務咧，其實你帶來好多社會價值。俾一個數據俾大家啦，當報一個團咧280蚊至到330蚊咧，有1/3咧係會成為我哋導賞員嘅人工，有1/3咧就會落到去同我哋合作嘅社區嘅小商戶，例如橫水道、餐廳、農場。另外最後嘅1/3咧就會落嚟我哋本身呢個社企，讓到呢個社企咧繼續有能力去營運，持續去發展佢嘅使命。咁啊出嚟玩，咁梗係要開心啦，咁又要食得豐富喎，仲要學到嘢喎。咁呢個亦都係我哋班西嘅最重要嘅特色，有3個 E。咁啊，我哋提倡就係有生態知識，要好玩有娛樂性，同埋咧有豐富嘅膳食。咁另外一樣嘢就係、我哋睇社企唔係淨係講求良心消費，我哋好希望去提供嘅服務咧，其實同旅行社係好接近，甚至可以超越佢哋。咁啊，同大家睇一睇我哋嘅業務啦。咁啊，真係嘅，我哋好多時候俾人認識嘅就係一啲綠色旅遊。咁啊，會帶大家去南生圍啦。咁啊，亦會去睇翻以前昔日我哋莆田嘅流浮山啦。全香港睇日落最靚嘅白泥。呢個時間咧最好睇雀仔睇候鳥嘅就係尖鼻咀。你可以喺一個秋天入邊咧，大概有2000種候鳥嚟到尖鼻咀。咁啊，一個普通導賞員咧，可以帶大家識別大概20種嘅候鳥。咁呢個就幾破天荒嘅，我哋會有情侶單車團啦。咁啊，好多時候導賞員就俾人話佢係電燈膽 ，no，OK， 佢係嗰條鏈嚟嘅，佢嗰條鏈係令到2個人咧好 enjoy 好享受咧情侶單車。咁我哋都會製造一啲驚喜俾女士嘅。咁啊，講個秘密啦，由我哋開店到依家咧，最多人報嘅情侶單車團咧係女士。咁啊，佢係報俾佢男朋友或者佢丈夫去玩。咁啊，另外有啲特別嘅季節嘅團啦。咁一陣都會介紹嘅，我哋都踩進入去酒店行業，去同酒店去合作一個新嘅 package。好啦，當你會見得到咧，成個班西嘅業務咧，我哋都幾似阿 Dave 佢哋英國個 Bikeworks 除咗我哋由單車團，我哋同單車去結構，去即係去諗，除咗單車旅行團之外，我哋都會搞一啲嘅培訓。咁啊，當打風又唔會踩單車啦，但係落雨嘅時候踩唔到單車又想去綠色旅遊，我哋將佢變化少少，用旅遊巴士團甚至私家車團去代替。咁我哋都有租單車嘅服務。好啦，社企好多時候咧，今朝都有講過嘅，當真係捱到嗰3年咧，咁間社企就可以咧過咗第一關。咁啊，第2關點樣過咧？其實咧唔單止好靠自己業務或者你個使命，咁好需要一啲伙伴或者你一啲嘅外力咧去幫大家，幫自己嘅社企。第一咧，我諗 今朝嘅其中一場分享都講嘅個 branding 其實社企係一個品牌，你點樣將個品牌特別個核心使命可以去成為一個社會價值，甚至打造一個企業價值。咁呢個亦都係吸引好多叫做唔同嘅伙伴同大家去合作。以班西為例咧，我哋本身係元朗啦，咁我哋喺元朗本部咧，咁有2個嘅拍檔，2個嘅合作伙伴咧，係同我哋一齊經歷過嘅。咁第一間就係一間酒店，交易嘅酒店啦，另外就同新世界發展有限公司合作啦。咁其中我哋同酒店合作咧都幾破天荒嘅，咁就同酒店去合作咧就係搞一個單車住宿團，大家有冇參加過？喺報紙有冇見過啊？同 Easter 咧係我哋同呢間酒店咧好大嘅合作，亦都係好大力去推行嘅。咁意思就係咧，當你嚟到呢間酒店之後咧，放低個袋就會先玩咧半日嘅導賞團，夜晚就會喺酒店去享用 buffet，第二朝咧即係瞓完個靚覺之後咧就可以享受酒店嘅設施。但係最重要一樣嘢，點解我哋同呢間酒店去合作咧？有70%嘅員工咧係喺天水圍居住嘅，而同一時間呢一個嘅酒店佢都好想咧點樣透過佢哋嘅優勢咧同社企去合作，去 promote 之後去推廣咧天水圍呢個地方。咁我哋由2012年開始咧合作咗3年咧，我哋每年咧都好期待復活節呢個 package 點樣可以讓更多嘅香港唔同區嘅市民咧去享受元朗天水圍一大嘅景點。咁當一個社企我哋要走出去嘅時候咧，咁我哋亦都去到一個地方咁香港踩單車咧嘅一個孕育或者叫心臟地帶係新界東。咁我哋咧就去到新界東咧就唔係搞單車團，亦都唔係搞單車嘅，咁我哋咧就去搞單車嘅培訓。我哋特別咧就同新城市廣場合作，就推一啲嘅單車團，去承載咧一啲咧已經受訓咗嘅新界東嘅年青人。咁點解要承載佢哋咧？因為我哋同花旗集團合作啦，咁喺新界東咧就搞咗一個叫做騎步計劃。咁意思就係希望用單車咧去訓練呢班新界東3低嘅年青人咧，去認識單車生態導賞員呢個行業，讓佢哋咧有一技所長。咁喺今年咧4月啦，頭先阿 Dave 咧有張相咧係英國自助租單車嘅，我哋真係好似嘅，我哋同 Dave 嗰間嘅 Cycleworks 一樣，我哋喺今年嘅4月14號咧就喺西九文化區咧就承辦咧全香港第一個智能租賃單車嘅服務，叫做遊遊西九單車服務。咁呢個就係我哋嘅團隊啦。咁我哋喺一個維港景色底下咧，就以一個智能卡咧就可以租借單車去西九文化區去享受呢個單車樂。當我哋去喺本地開始站穩之後咧，其實我哋咧都履行緊我哋嘅使命。咁我哋喺舊年開始咧，亦都同台灣一個嘅 NGO 叫做基督教界稅總會咧去合作。佢哋喺花蓮有個營地，佢哋好想搞單車旅遊。咁透過一次嘅交流咧，我哋同佢咧真係一見如故咧，好認同大家嘅信念。咁但係佢哋冇經驗，佢哋有人，有年青人，有社工，但係佢哋有買單車，佢唔識點樣做。咁經過一次嘅交流咧，我哋1個月之後咧，我哋願意咧走翻過去花蓮嗰邊咧，同佢哋咧將個香港嘅技術咧去轉移，去培植佢哋。咁啱啱喺呢個暑假咧，佢哋嘅社工啦，同埋導賞員咧，就帶領佢哋機構建咗一家叫做少年之家啦，即係我哋叫做兒童嘅院舍咧嘅年青人咧，完成第一次環台灣單車旅遊。當你有唔同嘅伙伴去合作咧，其實傳媒咧喺香港係最好一個嘅推廣，亦都係最免費嘅一個嘅報導。我諗香港賣廣告好難，特別你有錢未必買到個時段，但係當社企想推廣佢嘅產品、推廣服務，甚至推廣個使命嘅時候咧，如果我哋冇錢，我哋點樣去合作咧？咁我諗最重要就係傳媒嗰種認同。喺過往我哋呢6年咧，其實做咗over50次嘅傳媒嘅訪問，同青少年就業有關，同綠色旅遊有關。咁我哋都不斷咧去將我哋故事去分享啦。另外我哋喺唔同嘅年度咧去參加唔同嘅比賽。第一點解要參加比賽咧？除咗係叫做係真係去推動我哋攞到唔同嘅獎項之外，最重要一樣嘢就俾我哋嘅導賞員知道，我哋係不斷去打造佢哋嘅形象。 當每贏一個獎嘅時候，其實正正話俾你聽，佢哋嘅血汗冇白費，唔單止淨係去 serve 我哋嘅客，而最重要就係我哋嘅使命、我哋嘅服務、我哋理念咧係亦被認同。咁啊，由社企嘅獎項去到旅遊嘅獎項，甚至喺今年攞到傑出公民嘅銅獎。最後一樣嘢咧，我哋都冇諗過嘅。我哋咧本身成立嘅時候咧，以為呢兩個碌咧係專俾年青人去就業嘅。但係當我哋去不斷去接受訪問嘅時候咧，我哋有一次俾傳媒去提醒，各位其實 buy side 咧有另一個功能，有另一個貢獻，你哋忽略咗。原來你係承托緊呢個社區嘅經濟。咁第三點，我覺得我哋好重要就係對於社區嘅承擔咧，係講人情味。講經濟，亦都講保育。喺度咧有條片咧去講解咧點解我哋同社區經濟有一啲嘅關聯，當中我哋 buy side 同社區經濟點樣去串聯。
預埋你都好，反正我都需要大量嘅事業。嗱，咁我接手咗呢度之後咧，我就會將佢搞到好似外國連鎖式咖啡店咁有聲有色，跟住我就再收埋附近嗰啲 coffee shop，搞上市、分拆、再上市，到時呢一區全部都係我咖啡王國。咪住，咁使得你講賺晒，其他人都做生意咯。呢啲嘢我唔知。我反對，你完全唔理我哋嘅社區、我哋嘅文化。依嗱，你好想做咩事？我影咗。有咩我得繼續你嘅 coffee shop。呢間單車生態旅遊社企成立嘅目的就係為咗培訓元朗區內低收入、低學歷同埋低技能嘅青年成為導賞員，為青少年創造就業同埋展能嘅機會。透過生態旅遊，成功將區內嘅資金帶到天水圍，推動區內嘅經濟。08年成立到而家，已經有錢賺㗎啦。單車生態旅遊呢個社會企業咧，有3個好重要嘅元素，即係靚景、有上進嘅人同埋有人情味嘅商戶。因為有靚景嘅時候，就好想帶客人去參觀元朗天水圍一啲嘅自然生態環境。有上進嘅年輕人，我哋可以訓練佢成為一個導賞員。以至到咧可以咧結集埋一個有人情味嘅商戶，我哋就可以喺佢嗰度咧享用佢嘅農家菜啦，遊覽一啲好靚嘅農莊啦等等。咁我有呢3個元素咧，就成為我哋呢個單車生態遊社會企業啦。識得同酒店合作搞生態遊，你有需要求到啊？先生，請問你係咪有興趣參加我哋嘅生態導賞團咧？我冇咗你哋今日嗰個乜嘢感覺生態遊啊嘛。嚇！佢哋出咗發嘞喎！你話俾我知佢哋喺邊度，我話追到佢哋啦。哦，佢哋第一個景點係去農場嘅。OK，Where's my bike？嚇，你咪跛咯。食蟲跛。呢隻咧我哋叫湖南風蛇龜，咁啊台灣人咧叫食蛇龜嘅。亦都會同人啦，考到唔同嘅導賞技巧啊、生態知識啦。咁而家大家啲目標嘅，咁其實目標就係做翻個生態保育啦，推廣埋呢啲生態嘅嘢啦，去影俾翻市民大眾認識，咁從而會增加我哋對於環境嘅意識啊咁樣嘅。死啦！賣到晒啲全友添。喂，呢位先生做咩事啊？我參加生態遊，就喺度食農家菜啫嘛。不過怕且都要等埋我班團友先得啦。唔係我哋班團友食飽晒走咗㗎啦喎。人海茫茫，都唔知點揾翻班團友添。你人生為咩？我阻住我瞓覺啊！我見到，做乜嘅？因為我哋嘅單車係多啲，帶啲人咁樣去完之後，佢哋第日又帶翻啲朋友嚟咁咯。雖然我一路都追唔到我啲朋友，但係我又覺得自己享受咗一個美好嘅 此嚟不及。如果社企經營得善，原來會有更多社會價值可以衍生出嚟，未必係最初可以預料到嘅。
你南生圍橫水道咧，就會曾經見過呢5隻字。咁啊，個故事係咁樣嚟嘅。OK， 我哋班西亦都多謝生態流，讓到我哋年青人咧可以喺單車入邊咧去發揮佢嘅功能。喺度咧抱歉啊，可能嗰個像素唔太好。咁啊，同大家講一講我哋班西其實由08年至今啦，究竟我哋點樣衍生社會價值咧？我諗最重要咧，你都會見得到咧，喺成個過程入邊咧，我哋點樣將個問題去包裝，揾咗個解決嘅平台，去到最後透過6年嘅努力咧，去達至一個社會嘅效益。咁我哋出自就係我哋點樣去處理青少年就業嘅問題啦，甚至佢哋競爭力嘅條件啦。咁透過我哋社企使命咧，去用班西呢個平台咧去組成。咁啊喺過往嘅6年嚟咧，我哋推行咗11期嘅單車導賞員訓練。咁啊有101個嘅年青人咧完成呢個嘅課程。咁啊直接係俾我哋去受聘啦。咁當中咧有90%咧，佢哋都覺得咧喺完成咗個班西嘅導賞嘅訓練之後咧，佢哋都認同咧佢哋可以揾到個目標，提升佢哋自信。同一時間咧，有80%以上嘅年青人咧，都會覺得咧，佢喺呢度學識點樣同人溝通，大膽同唔同嘅陌生人甚至客人咧去表達自己嘅導賞嘅內容。咁喺呢101個嘅年青人入邊咧，其實有58個咧就已經咧離開咗班西，我哋叫做轉化。咁啊，咩叫為之轉化？佢透過呢個平台咧，去揾到佢哋自己出路。呢58人咧，其中有20個咧就繼續升學，有38個咧就轉咗去另一份工作，例如旅行社啦、零售業啦、酒店業。咁喺呢6年嚟咧，我哋咧總共咧服務過咧24000人次，淨係單車生態旅遊。咁啊，認識班西咧就有26000人。咁我哋除咗做單車旅遊之外，亦都會有民租單車。咁喺啱啱4月開始嘅西九嗰個嘅項目咧，我哋到依刻為止咧已經有1萬人次去使用呢個自助租賃單車嘅服務。呢紮相咧係我旗下嘅藝人。我成日講笑，我哋班西咧好似娛樂界嘅。我哋而家講笑，我哋班社工同事咧，或者我哋班幕後咧，其實就好似每一個都係 Paco。咁我哋去睇每個年青人咧，就係我哋 star。我哋點樣嚟咧？其實因為青少年就業嘅需要啦，我哋去揾平台，我哋以社企去做一個介入嘅平台，喺入面提供6個月嘅職前培訓。我哋希望透過培訓，佢成為我哋導賞員咧有提升，包括佢透過佢嘅經濟、佢嘅經歷累積成為佢嘅經驗。最後咧，我哋有一個習慣嘅，每年會見1次，每2年就要一變。你唔變咧，我哋都會踢走你。咁我希望咧，年青人咧去揾目標咧，我哋會俾時間佢。無論佢留低繼續做導賞員，咁唔該你升職。如果你唔想升職，你就話俾佢聽，你可唔可以轉變你嘅工作嘅崗位功能？如果唔係喎，我已經由兼職變成全職嘅時候，你可唔可以話俾佢聽？點樣可以幫到自己升職咧？其實最重要，我哋想達至一個效果就係年青人可以透過班西去規劃到佢人生嘅目標。咁喺個過程入邊咧，我哋點樣去將成個嘅流程去一個配套咧？第一，其實喺過程入邊咧，我哋嘅團隊咧係做緊職業輔導。同一時間咧，既然我哋 partner，我哋就要幫佢做現場嘅工程。咁有3個 artist 咧，上今日咧去同大家分享，亦都係作為我哋班西嘅總結。第一個 artist 咧，好多時候你喺傳媒見得到佢嘅，呢個叫林林，佢喺旅遊巴士團咧就叫林林。其實佢叫 Guess 董卓林，佢係我哋班西第1位嘅成功例子。佢由08年咧加入，由學員變成一個 part-time 嘅導賞員，最尾成為我哋全職嘅同事。咁啊，一步一步咧，成為我哋而家嘅旅遊主任，咁亦都係我哋未來班西嘅接班人。哇！第2位咧，你見佢咧有啲霸氣嘅，係啊，佢叫阿旭，咁啊佢辭阿 Guess 咧就2年嚟， 2年先入嚟嘅，咁啊2010年加入啦。佢第2位成功例子，亦都係由學員 part time 成為 full time。咁啊，佢而家主要係旗步計劃嘅負責人。咁咧，既然有領軍嘅 guest， 咁啊佢後邊應該有軍校啦，佢就係黃埔軍校嘅校長啦。咁啊負責培訓青年到賞月。第3個咧，小龍撐啊，佢叫 Ken 李家威。如果你喺西九文化區玩呢個嘅遊西九單車服務，你會見到佢啦。咁佢同阿喐係同期嘅，佢係我哋第3位嘅成功例子。咁佢負責咧駐守喺西九文化區，就係負責呢個 Smart Bike 呢個嘅服務。咁咧，我哋嘅故事嚟到呢度啦。